Question 9, which directs you to a passage in Luke chapter 6, speaks about those people who come to Jesus and call him Lord, Lord, but don't live their lives the way that he told them to live them. It's a great passage. It's a passage that really is just a primer for us, because we're going to take up this topic in earnest in the chapter on perseverance. But here it gets you thinking about it. This is, I would say, the simple understanding of this passage is he's talking to believers. He's saying to those who would be believers, not because they came to him and they heard, but because they're referring to him as Lord, Lord. That gives us the implication that they've acknowledged him as the Lord over their life, and so they're saved. Well, they're saved in the way that we think of someone as being saved. However, he then hints that there's an expectation that you're actually not saved at all unless you're producing the fruit that are suitable for a person who has heard Jesus, that you're living in a way that's pleasing to Jesus. That becomes a very threatening concept. And at a later stage, we'll pick up on where John Fletcher will carry on with John Fletcher's concept that there is a second justification by works, which is bad terminology, but it fits right in here. Is there an expectation that if you claim to be a believer in Christ, that you better be living your life the way that Christ told you to live? The second thing that you can pick up on this is he's not just talking about things that you give up, he's talking about things that you do, things that you take on in your life as a result of your faith in Jesus Christ. It's not just about what you stop doing, it's also about what you start doing as a believer in Jesus Christ. So there's much more to go on this topic, but let you have a think through it and draw your own conclusions on this before we jump into that chapter at a later stage and we talk about it together.